Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Yvonne and you are on Ginger Chick Rehab, where I love to take secondhand finds and make them over. So part of making secondhand finds over is going out and searching in the wild for these finds. So in today's video, I am sharing a haul video. We actually took a weekend little trip. There was an auction that we wanted to go to, and it was an area in the Elkhart, Indiana area where birds gotta fly. A store that we visited before, in some other antique stores that we wanted to check out. So we kind of made a little weekend of it. And then before we were leaving for this little short trip for the weekend, we got a call from the lady that owns the antique mall where our booths are, that we could get into an estate pick early. So it's kind of a combination of a lot of places we got to go out in the wild and search for some treasures. So there's some good stuff in here, y'all. Y'all know I love my rusty krusties. I got a couple milk cans, 2 different types. I love that. These I will just clean up, do some of the rust weather defense spray to just brighten them up. They are gorgeous patina as is. And then I have this little guy. He's another type of a milk, though I am not a professional of knowing what it is called. Beautiful, beautiful patina. Oh y'all, look at that handle. And there's another handle down here. Oh my goodness. There is some wording underneath there that the weather defense, the metal spray, will probably bring out a little bit more after it gets a bath. I got a galvanized bucket, and I've actually been looking for one of these to do a project piece. Yeah, I just want a rake without its wood piece. It's pull a rusty crusty star and another pitchfork. Oh yes, please, without their handle, so I can have some project pieces. Chris picked up this gas can. It is a Phillips 66. Yet again, it needs a bath, but it's all good. Got a crate, and then there were some rusty krusties in here. This is the box actually that I bid on because the rake part was in there, so I'm not positive what's all that may be. Those items may be too much to salvage, but we will take a look. My favorite of the day, I cannot believe that I brought this home, was a double wash tub stand. I love the rusty crusty of the stand. The leg has some problems, but I think we'll come up with something. We can always fix something, but this has drainage holes in it. So that is really cool. Oh my gosh, super excited about this. And then Chris, years ago we used to have a porch swing on our front porch, and then it you know, what wood does in the weather. So now we have another porch swing, but it needs a much needed bath. It's got lots of moss going on it, and I'm gonna see if I can strip it down to the natural wood and see how that looks. But yep, that was my rusty crusty outdoor finds. So let's go check out the inside. Remember, it's a combination of an estate haul, some antique stores, and an auction. So let's start off with these krusties. We got a couple, well, this is a drawer. I love the idea of making that window box. So I was happy to come across another drawer. This itself is just a box. It has some graphics on it, but you can't barely see it. And the box is a little bit worse shape, but those two were from the estate pick. These 2 Crocks were also from the estate pick. Love this one. This one doesn't have any wording on it, but it's a beautiful salt glazed Crock. This one's an absolutely gorgeous salt glazed clock that I'll probably keep for myself. It does have a crack right here, which I think does not go into the inside. It's just on the outside, so it's not pristine. So I'd be a little worried about shipping that. And I know in my booth, people would want them to be pristine. So I did get my hands on a couple of the dough bowls. Look at that, pretty. Oh my goodness. Now I might get confused on where pieces and parts came from. So here's another beautiful one. Oh, look at that patina on that one. And then this one is actually a 2-tone. And all of these 3 are all in really good shape. So you got a brown and you got the 2-tone. I know this one did come from the auction. This was just a little crock. I couldn't touch the Crocks today there. They went into the hundreds as always. But I love to have these little wired handled ones. This one I think we got at a little antique mall for next to nothing. I love these little sizes. They're great little trinket. Along with this one was at the estate pick. I do know that. Oh, I love this little, and then they'll clean up. They'll clean up perfectly. And this was at the flea market where we went to, I guess, in our antique trip. There is a flea market down there that she cleans out houses, she told us. She buys estates and cleans them out. So this was from her, this little crock, butter crock. It is stamped. I can't really make out that stamp very well, but it's in wonderful, wonderful condition. So next off, they had a pick where we were picking out some lawn, like a shovels and rakes, and we got our daughter some, but she needed some for her new house. But this was in the pick, these salvaged pieces, so this was a grouping. So, oh, yummy, 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 yummy. Chris actually, you know, if you're new to our channel, he fixes up tools, and he has been selling axes so far this spring. So he got a couple axes, which is hard for me to say. And then in that pick were some hammers. And then he thought this little C-clamp was neat. It's a little bit neat design. I don't remember if it had wording on it or not, or if it was just that cool little detail feature of that. A pulley, I know we got this pulley, I believe, at an antique store, but if he cleans that up, it will be gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I know we got this at the flea market. You know, I'd leave this one just as is and add it to something. I will add that to. And then I saw these at an antique store for a minimal amount. And I'm like, ooh, at first I saw that and I love that, but I love that too. So it's nice that they're two-sided and you can do multiple things with them. This was another little tool. I think it's a square, but it was just neat design. You can tell that it's older. I think is there some wording on it? There might be some wording.
Maybe.
So once he cleans it up, he'll be able to tell. And then there's a couple grates. I've had a project on my Pinterest board for years looking for some metal grates, which is funky junk inspired. Little did I know. So this was fun. If I didn't have enough rusty crustiness, we got this pile at the estate sale, a whole bunch of hinges. I was like, oh, look at those. I love to use those on signs, windows. I thought it would be nice to have some chain. Chris found this chain behind the back in there, like, scrap metal pile. A lot of people around here just have scrap metal until they decide to have somebody come pick it up or they take it in themselves. So that's nice to have. Like if I wanted to hang an old windmill, this would be appropriate. And then this was another rusty, crusty grate. It's just funny how you find multiple items that you've been looking for, and then you don't find them, and and all of a sudden, hey, I found 3 in one weekend. Okay, so then I did pick up this little red trim enamelware. That was at the estate sale. I thought it was in wonderful shape. And I almost forgot this beauty. Look at this scale, y'all. And I actually paid up for this scale because it's blue, y'all. I have never seen this deep color of blue. I think Chris is going to hold it up for you.
It's actually got some writing on it.
And it's got some beautiful writing on it. I think the other side might be a little bit better, but it has some beautiful writing on it. Let's see if I hit, there we go.
HB.
Oh, I've never seen, now colors are like your black and your silver and your rusty crusty, but I paid up for a blue one. Because I'm not, and then this has some nice glass on it. Oh, it's just beautiful. I have to, Hanson Brothers, it looks like, Hanson Brothers. So what a neat scale. Yes, I just recently sold one of my ironstone pictures in my booth. I know, y'all, I do sell. I have one in at a time. So I was on the hunt not to have to use from my stash. So we did find this at a local antique mall. And I think the reason it was discounted is because the basin was cracked. So the basin is cracked here. There was a big chip. there's a big chip here, but the pitcher itself is in wonderful condition. Let me flip it over so you can see the ironstone mark, which is now upside down, but yes. So, and the last person that bought the one out of my booth only bought the pitcher. I sell them both together, but everybody always wants the pitcher. They never want the basin, so I wasn't too worried about, for the price, I wasn't too worried about that at all. And then look at all these yummies. Now, this is just a little reamer, but I thought, oh, that's that white that I love, so that might go in my own collection. This is just a nice soap dish. This was from the estate sale. It's not ironstone, but it's that nice restaurant stoneware type of heaviness of soap dish. And then this also was from the estate sale, but this is ironstone, so this will probably be in my hoard. I'm sorry, y'all. And then this is funny. I have to show you real quick. We were at a antique mall, and I noticed this. And then, but what I noticed are these butter pats. So yeah, there ended up being 3 in here, and this box was $5 for all these little things. So I'm like, oh, and then this is just a little white one. So yes, for $5, I wanted the butter pats. I didn't necessarily want the little kids tea set. I wanted the butter pats, y'all. So I don't have too many of them, and I don't come across them very often. And even if they were full price and I saw them in an antique store, I probably still would have bought them. Now at the auction, I bought all 3 of these. Now these are not ironstone, I don't think. I don't really know that maker. They have some beautiful patina, aged patina on them. But the bottom one is the one that I wanted because, yet again, this one is ironstone. You can see it right there. They're just all different types of labels. This is the heavier ironstone. Has a beautiful patina. We'll see how well it cleans up. I did pick this box lot only because it had these Hoosier cabinet, salt and pepper shakers or shakers in it. Oh, that green is really collectible. And I had to take all these dishes with us, so we probably will send these out to auction. I guess I received a bonus. Look at what's in the bottom, y'all. There was some uranium glass, and they were paying up. Yeah, I'll insert that owl. The owl went for $175, I believe. The uranium glass, very light owl. I was going to go up to 100 on it because I've never seen one, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll insert the picture if you didn't see it at the beginning, but yeah, so bonus. I don't know how many's in there. I didn't necessarily buy it for the green, but there's glowy glass always sells, so I don't know how many plates are.
I didn't wrap these either.
Yeah, we didn't protect them too much.
There's 4.
There's 4. Oh, and they don't even look like they're chipped or cracked. They just
got
look
like a little snowflake design.
Yeah. Ooh, bonus. And I usually don't do these little gallon jugs, but it had a label still on it, and enough of the label that you can see it. The rusty, crusty lid. So I'll take my time very gingerly trying to preserve that when I do clean this off, so I don't take any more of that off. Yeah, by probably, like I do decoupage it back. Oh, see, look at just touching it. I don't want to do that too much. Now Chris got these little caddies. This is unique. Is that not unique? I'm going to have him pop over and explain because I wasn't there. We always are separated at auction.
So the guy had these in his garage, and he must have just bought them off of some store that was maybe going out of business because these are displays. So you would actually get this, and then you would open it up, and you find, do you need the 2-inch or the 3.5? But each one of these has that uniqueness of them. They're all mechanical tool sets. Down here are some cotter pins.
Neat graphics on them.
So unfortunately, they're a little worse for wear because they've been out in his garage probably for 40 years.
40 years.
So, but they do have some nice finger joints on the wood casing, which I'll try to clean that up. And I'll probably sell the whole thing as is.
Yeah, see if somebody wants it as a collection, see how much. It's hard to clean paper. Paper's not very forgiving.
Also with that was this little metal caddy. He used it just for odds and end
Ooh,
pieces.
it's
But I will clean this off too, but I'm not going to take away any of that patina. I might use the, what is the spray you
Weather
use?
Defense.
The Weather Defense, just to lock in that rust. I think that is a nice effect.
Yeah, there was some beautiful things in the barn, but as Chris found out, the scrappers bought it. So all the galvanized roofing material went to scrappers.
Well, they bought the whole barn.
They bought the whole barn. So, yeah. I did, at the estate sale, I got this piece of galvanized. I'll share it with you. I can't believe that all that galvanized is going to scrappers, y'all.
A little pulley, and this is just a little pulley. It's actually one of those ones that's double pull. So that way when you pull it, it reduces the weight by half. Needs a little bit of work, but I will get that fixed up, and that'll go in the booth also.
And then you all know that I was going to bid on a caddy and try to win the caddy. Actually, I didn't get the first pick. I was a little bit nervous, but the pick that the lady got, she got watering cans that had the spouts in them only. And she paid $30 for that. I couldn't have done that, but I was happy that I got the little caddy. And then at the estate sale, I picked up these two cement guys. Look at, they are in wonderful shape for the age of these. So we got a squirrel and a bunny. They need a bath. I don't know why the wire is there. Is that how you?
I maybe anchor him down to the ground. With a
He
stake.
He doesn't have one though. He's free, but this one does have, so yeah, maybe Chris is right to anchor him. There's cement. Why do you need to anchor him down? And then, oh yeah, some galvanized buckets, this little bitty funnel, oh my gosh, and then some galvanized buckets, and then of course some terracotta pots. And at the estate sale, hopefully they call me back when they find some more of their grain sacks, because they didn't know anybody would be interested in them, so I might be able to get some more. It's only one. So it needs a bath, but I'm praying that they call me back and they have some more of these. And it was a window weekend. So these two came from the auction and the other 7 came from the estate sale. I needed more. It's funny, the windows, my wall decor stopped selling for a little while, a month or so, and now it's picked up to almost every other day it's selling. So yeah, I need to get some more done. So you might see some videos coming. And then also at the estate sale, I know this one has got some brokenness, but the age of these, I think they were for hay, to separate the hay out, right?
Yeah.
But they had the wire. I wish all the dowels were there, but they just aren't. And then I picked this for a couple bucks at the, I thought, well, I want a little rake for gardening, so I picked that up at the auction today. Okay, so we got the last table here. This is from the estate sale pick, y'all. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it was still there, because the owner of where our antique mall, our booths are, she went and told us about the pick and got us in early. So I'm surprised she didn't pick this. He did put a new battery in it, and it does work. Oh, Owls Vintage, that hard plastic. I think there's a date on there. Wasn't there a date?
No, I looked it up. It is from 1972.
1972, Chris said when he looked it up. Of course. And then I picked up a little Mary and Joseph. I think it's Mary and Jesus. Mary and Jesus? Chalkware? So yeah. My tongue wants to say Mary and Joseph. So, but anyway, so these were from the estate sale. I've always usually sold these well on eBay. And then I did pick up a fabric measuring tape. Wrap that around a spool. That'll be yummy. And yes, I'm going to pick up these, though I need to sell them. I have quite the collection of these little dust brooms. So if anybody's interested in any, let me know. I did get some kitchenware. This is a red handle. This was from the estate sale, just a masher. I love that red. And then a rolling pin, a green handled rolling pin. I think Chris might have found that one. And then this was at an antique store. Look at the age of that little rolling pin and the red handle. I'm going to create something out of that. we'll go over here since we're doing wooden. I picked up some of the older butter scoops. I'm always happy to find those because sometimes I group wooden things together on my eBay, y'all, or they just put them in my booth to sell them singly. And then this one was a little bit bigger. I thought that was unique, and it actually has like where it will rest on something, so I like that one. A little box. This was in somebody's antique booth for minimal, so I'm like, oh, I like little boxes. We stopped at a resell store, and I picked up this. It's so funny. I sell these. Do y'all sell these? Now, if I hang it up, it doesn't sell. But if I just have it laying in my booth like that for $10 to $12, it sells. Isn't that funny how, yeah, nobody will buy it if it's hanging on the wall. And then I picked up a bag of these only because I have a lot of old scissors. So, talking about old scissors that I can't pass up. See how perfectly they fit in there. So yeah, so that's just nice to create a vignette with some of this older string. I love the horse. I already have a plan. When I saw this horse at the antique mall for minimal, I was like, oh, I have the same plywood material that's chippy. I can create a sign. Oh my goodness, so super excited. Yeah, y'all, we got a couple candle molds. Can you believe that? Now, they're not terribly old.
That one's not. This one is.
And then this one's really unique. So this one was from one antique store. This one was from another antique store.
Fixed it.
Yeah.
A piece of metal back in the day.
So they're just really cool. Isn't that funny? I think I just shared one that I picked up at another auction. You just never know. You just never know. And then I did get this. Is it the lucite berries? It reminded me of my glowy mushrooms. So I know the lucite mushrooms, this mid-century modern stuff sells. So I thought that was a great find. That was also in the pick where I got a second pick because nobody wanted to pick that grouping. They had sold the guns at this auction, and then everybody left. So I just stuck around. And then this was just a little, just a little decorative. Yes, I don't know who DX is, but it's just a little gas pump. I thought that was neat. There again, everybody left for some reason, and I picked up the cowbell. Got some rusty, crusty cookie cutter stars. I love the patina. I don't even have to paint them up. Randomly, oddly, two different places. We picked up one of these and then another one, and they're both in. Other than this does not have this part to it.
Slide.
So you'd have to hold it up, but this one does have the slide to it. That's the part that it's missing. But it has the handle, and I have a lot of
glass. That's important. Yeah,
the glass is important. The handle, because it makes it easier to hold it. If you're holding up the little slide, the views, the photos, I have a lot of those. Oh, y'all. Remember when I made that little wooden sign with the wooden skates? There you go. I can say it now. I was happy to see these, and I got those at the flea market. And then I also got these at the flea market. I love the age of these little blocks. There's no rhyme or reason to what was there. I thought they were cool. Another little wooden spool, more blocks. This, I believe, at the estate sale, a little wooden, or not metal. So I got this at the estate sale. It's just a little metal iron. The bigger ones don't usually sell, but the littler ones will sell. I got these at the estate sale, along with, I think you found the glass, Chris found the glass frog. And I love to display them in my booth like that. They fit perfectly. And then I got this at the estate sale. Look at this little guy. I love those bubbles. I always forget what they're called. Organized bubbles. I don't know. They're bubbles. They remind me of the old, I know it's vintage because the clown, it reminds me, the eyes remind me of the glass clowns. And he has that. I wish it was signed. I don't see a signature let's see. I know I got this at the flea market, which is just an old aqua bottle that needs cleaned. This I got at the last antique store. Look at it's little. Yeah, he gave it to us because we bought a little. We bought a lot. Yeah, he had like a 50-cent dollar bin. It does have a little chip, but I would, just to protect that chip, I'd put a little CA glue in there so it didn't chip anymore. But other than that, it's in wonderful shape. It's so tiny, tiny little flower, and it's that yellow stoneware. And I know this glass hummingbird was at the estate sale on a string. Is he not gorgeous? Gorgeous. Chris is going to hold him up. Careful, I think it's around his wings. Oh, so you could hang him. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. I love hummingbirds. We should be getting ours back here. If at the time of this video, they might already be back in Michigan. This I also picked up at the estate sale. He's a little planter, but he's a little black and white cow, little calf. Oh, he's in great shape. You know, he's got some age, but, or she.
It would have to be she.
It would have to be a she, yeah. Anyway, y'all, but just cute. It's very cute. And then I know I picked this up at an antique store. You know, people are just trying to, you know, it's not necessarily always their taste, but I'm like, oh, I could put that in a birdhouse. Love that. Along with this chicken wire, it's rusty wire around a jar. This too, we got a rusty rooster, so he could go on something. And then, you know, I just did the video of all those tins with decoupage paper, so my mind's still spinning on that. So I love this milk can. This old beat up tin is perfect. And then somebody painted like a cheese box already, so it's all ready if I wanted to put something on it. It's pretty as is just on that, but you could put another little label or wording on the other side too if you wanted to. And then my sweetheart of a husband just been happened to walk by when they were selling the box lots. And yes, it is. It is a whole box of Bibles, y'all. Can you believe that? Talk about God wink moment.
Very vintage.
And all the littles, they are old. They lived on this farm that we were at forever. Yeah, this definitely has some age to it. So I haven't really gone through all of them yet, but so anyway. See, I always love when they have names to see if there's going to be any family history. I got to be careful of these smaller ones because they are so old. The pages are falling apart. It's funny. I just showed a haul that I had a bowl full of these vintage circa 1930 stamps, and then at the flea market there was this whole bag in one of her cases, and I thought, well, maybe I can create something, you know, have enough to create something, but I didn't have a case. And then we went to an antique store, and then they had a case, but they don't have the whole set. So it was very reasonable to buy also. So maybe between my bowl full, the bag full, and then what's here, I might be able to create a set. And so my last set already sold on eBay. And then at the estate sale, we're finishing up. I grabbed this guy. I have a couple of my own decor. Loved it. Oh my gosh, these old just add height. They're beautiful. You leave them as is. And then she had a stack full of Afghans. You know, somebody said I'm eclectic. Yep, you were right. When it comes to buying to resell, if I can afford it and I know somebody that will love it, I will pick it up. And this is beautiful. I have patience, y'all, but crocheting and knitting is not something I've ever learned to do.
So thank you for watching today's thrift haul, and as always, let me know, have I inspired you to look at secondhand finds in a new way, and which of the items that we found today were your favorites? That glowy glass owl, I don't know what your budget would be. Sometimes, because I don't collect glowy glass myself, I resell glowy glass. If it was for my own collection, I can see paying up there. I just have to share with you, who I'll stage at the end of this video, that I did go to $150 on that big wooden cheese hat box. And I still got outbid. It was old, it was beautiful, and I was going to keep it for myself. But at $150, I stopped. You know, sometimes you will pay up for items when you know you're going to keep them for yourself. But, you know, I'll just take the little butter pats, and I will get out of here. So thanks for watching again, guys. And as always, you're part of our YouTube family. Thank you so much. And if you are new and you're checking out this haul video for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you can know when I've uploaded a new video, because not only do I do haul videos, but I do makeovers on small items, furniture items, and DIYs. I just love to share everything that I have going around here. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye!